What's up? It's your boy 777. Happy New Year. We made it to 2021. We made it to 2021. You feel me? Shouts out to you. Shouts out to everybody, Happy New Year. Peace and prosperity, Start that business. Make that business boom. Do what you love, man. Life is too short, Do what you love. Take that trip. Take that vacation. Cherish your time on earth. Cherish your time with people. Instead of me like setting, New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, like all that unrealistic stuff that people normally don't even stick to. Like my focus is on self-love. Like being able to set boundaries, being able to say no, being able to speak up for yourself. Stop blocking your throat chakra. Like if you notice, like when you really set boundaries with people, they start to fall out your life. It's because they no longer vibrate with the frequency that you in now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you notice when you start to do that, they start to, oh, he mean now, he changed up. It ain't none of that. It's just like, bro, like you don't carry that energy that, that I have. Or you're not on that mental mindset. That's what it is for me. Like, you're not on that mental mindset. It's a wrap. But like, self-love. That's part of self-love. If you can't set them healthy boundaries, you're gonna be all over the place. If you can't say no, then you put yourself in a situation to where you don't want to be there. It's like you inflicting unneeded hurt on yourself. For what? Just say no. You don't want to be there, say no. Ain't no need for you to feel bad. Just say no. I don't want to be there. I don't gotta go there. Like, you know that saying of it's rude not to speak. Like, I don't believe in that. Like, my spirit tell me that I don't have to speak or I don't need to speak to that person. I'm not gonna speak to that person. Like, you ever been in a situation to where you didn't want to talk, you didn't want to speak, but that saying is in your head, like it's rude not to speak, and you speak to that person, knowing that you didn't want to speak. Your spirit probably even told you, like, don't speak, and you speak, and they end up not speaking back. And now you mad, like you just gave that person energy and they didn't give it back. Not saying that they have to, but it's not rude to speak. If you don't want to speak, you don't have to speak. That's self-love. Keep that energy, especially if they not giving it back. I look at it like this, like you saying it's rude not to speak, but it's just like, what's stopping them from speaking to you? You see what I'm saying? Like, that don't make any sense. Like, if it's so rude not to speak, and that's the saying, then why is always on you to speak up first? You know what I'm saying? Why everything gotta be on you? Like, that's self-love. Like, stop saying yes. There's nothing wrong with saying no. Like, people sit up here and make it seem like you selfish and this and that and for whatever. Like, they can say whatever. Protect you. Self-love. It all starts with self-love. We all need to practice that. Everybody want to manifest they true love and this and that and the fourth, but they haven't practiced self-love. You can't love somebody else if you're not loving yourself. Like, it's that simple. You keep attracting these same broken people because you're not practicing self-love. You still dealing with traumas from the past and you bringing it to the future. And that's why you keep reflecting that into your partners. Self-love. Like, even today, I want to say today, like all of 2020, that's all I was practicing. Like, it was so many people, and I'm not the type to hang with a bunch of people, All I need is shoot, maybe a handful of friends, maybe, but it was so many people that I dropped out of my life just off the fact that one, they most likely didn't have that mindset, and two, it's just like you're not on the same frequency as me, and it's not to hold myself above them. It's just like don't sit up here and bother me and hit me up and be like, hey, let's go chill at such and such spot, and I pull up there and you flake, you don't show up. It's just like, okay, you wasting my time, you wasting my energy just for you to flake on me. And it's just like once it gets to that point to where you flake on me and there's no explanation, bro, like there's no need for us to chill. Like if I can show up to everything that you invite me to, but as soon as I invite you to something and you can't come to it, there's no need for us to chill. For what? One of the laws of the universe is balance. It has to be equal give and equal take. And if you just taking, we're not operating on the same frequency. Straight like that. Like what I've really been like working on is just like all the people pleasing. Like you gotta be able to set them boundaries. Like all that people pleasing gotta go. Like somebody invite you somewhere, invite one of your parents there, and it's just like, okay, they feel like, well, since they got invited, that we all gotta go. If your spirit say, look, you don't want to be there, you don't want to go there, you don't have to go there. If you go somewhere and you feel moody, unsafe, or any of that stuff, that's your spirit speaking. Like if I'm ever somewhere and I'm moody, it's because I don't need to be there. Every place that I go has some type of high vibration there, or the people that's there have a high vibe to them. Otherwise, I don't go. I go to places that feeds my inner child. I like to bowl. I go bowling. I like to hoop. I go hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to all places that feed my inner child or feeds my intellectual. You know, otherwise I don't go, and that comes from a strong sense of self-love. Like in 2021, stand on that self-love and tell that person no. Say you don't want to chill. There's nothing wrong with chilling if you just want to chill at the crib. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. If that benefits you, if that's healing to you, do it. Forget what they say at the end of the day. As long as you fuck with you, what can anybody say? You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing things to please other people, you might put yourself in a situation to where, you know what I'm saying? You might go to this place, you might crash your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people might not help you get back on your feet. But it's just like, if you just would have said no, just would have stayed at the crib. You know, sometimes that's how the universe works. It tests you like that. It gives you them random tests. Like, you gonna continue to not practice self-love and just say no? Set them boundaries. Set them boundaries. Like the people that I interact with all the time, like I tell them all the time, like you got vacation time, you tired, use that shit. Why are you sitting up here people pleasing the job? Like if you tired, you need a break, take that break. Your body is talking to you. Take that break. Set that boundary. Let these folks respect you. Once you set them boundaries and you got them up, can't nobody cross them lines. You know what I'm saying? Like people either they gonna respect you or they gonna move out the way. Or the universe is gonna move them out the way because you are at this level of self-love and you're at a high vibration with the universe. Like either the universe gonna move them, they gonna remove themselves, or you cut them off. I have no problem cutting nobody off. You know, and that comes from a strong sense of self-love. Like if you can't abide by, like, you know, if you're not gonna, if you If you ask the link and you flake and you don't come back with an explanation to why you flaked or why you didn't show up, I'll stop messing with you. And it's straight like that. You can say it's mean or whatever, but it is what it is. And it's like, it gets to a point to where even if you give that explanation, it's just like, if it's a constant thing and I see it happening over and over, which it won't take long, I just stop messing with you. Like, there's no need for us to sit down and talk about it. Like, bro, we grown. Like, but it's just like, I don't judge them because I know they don't practice say love. They don't practice setting boundaries because at the end of the day, if they did and when they treat you like that, they want to do certain things like that, you know? So 2021, let's love ourselves. Let's heal, heal ourselves. Like I said, take that trip. Text that person that you want to talk to. Do something that's in your bucket list. Like, feed your inner child. Like, feed your inner child. But Happy New Year to everybody. Peace, prosperity. 7 signing out.